on this episode of Banterpreneurs, Laura gets the shits with social media.
We discuss a new social media strategy called crowded housing it.
And we find a way to beat the algorithm.
No, we don't.
Yeah, but you will feel better about your social media after listening to this episode.
True.
Solopreneurs, come on down! Unpacking all your business woes on the go. Your queens of business banter, Laura and Lindsay. You're in for a hilarious half hour of unconventional, unpredictable, unadulterated solopreneur shenanigans, jam-packed with pearls of wisdom and actionable aha moments. Let's get ready to banter!
Hello and welcome to Banterpreneurs. She's Laura. She's a professional speaker and a performance coach. And she got a bit scared because my little thing on Zoom is like this weird 9 root of whatever clock. And she thought that it was a Da Vinci Code when we started it. I'm not going to say much more about that, but maybe she can explain it later. Okay.
Well, I mean, I thought I was going to have to go on a mission, basically, and I just haven't got time for that. I haven't got enough snacks on me to be going on a mission right now. That's why I was scared. And I know nothing about religion. Anyway, she's Lindsay. She is a creativity coach and improv teacher, and she started the podcast so quickly just then. I wasn't ready.
And it's just getting longer, like the intro's getting longer and longer and longer.
I know. I was like, oh, this is happening. I better smile for anyone who's watching us on YouTube.
Yeah. Look, it may be hectic. Maybe that 9 thing was a sign. I've still got the back problems going on, and I've got the Voltaren and the Nurofen and all this. And apparently, I haven't been taking the probiotic, which you said I need to be taking the probiotic if I'm on all the painkillers. So I'm not. I would say I'm not 100% here. There's part of me somewhere else. I'm thinking Peru. Maybe
Paris.
having a chocolate. Paris. Well, hello. Yes. See, I couldn't even put that together. It was a P. It was a P. I'm wearing a Paris shirt, people. There's some alliteration for you. I'm wearing a Paris shirt, people, and I said Peru because of the P. But yes, part of me is in Paris at the moment, and I do not know what is happening.
That we should ask that part of you to come back to the room.
Really? You're back in the room now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Come back to the light. Come back to the light. She's drugged up. I don't know what's wrong with me. I feel like every episode we say we're spaced out for some reason. Maybe that's just the way we are.
It's how it's got to be, just so that you can just be, like relaxed, man, and in a state of like chill, and you're not judging anything. You just got to be in that state.
Well, unfortunately, I cannot get on board with that because I'm about to judge the fuck out of something in this episode today.
Oh, good. We're having some bitching. Sounds good to me.
Yes. We're going to have a big bitch. And the reason I want to talk about this today is because I've got the shits with this thing. And I'm hoping that this episode is going to be my therapy, basically, and calm me the heck down so that I can be chill.
So you're a tight ass. You just don't want to pay for therapy. You just want to do it here.
I do not want to pay for therapy. Thank you very much.
Well, it is cheaper, I guess.
There's a lot of pressure on you.
Yeah.
All right. So here's the thing that I've got the shits with. Are you ready?
Empty out. I'll slowly come back from Paris as I listen.
Drum roll.
Hang on.
Is
social
media.
No.
Yeah, I know. I went there. Now, look, probably we should have narrowed this subject down to something a little bit more specific, but we're not.
We'll get there. We always get there in the end.
I've got the shits with all of social media, so I'm not all of it. Everything.
Surely not TikTok. Surely not TikTok.
Well, look, I don't do much with TikTok, so we'll let TikTok
neither do
off
I.
the hook. We'll let it off the hook.
No, I hate
Pinterest.
Sorry.
We'll let Pinterest off the hook as well because I don't do anything with that.
Pinterest? Does people still do Pinterest?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's a thing. So they can be off the hook. Although I did create a Banterpreneurs profile on TikTok this week, so you better figure out how to start running that.
I had mixed emotions, I must say. When that message came through, I was like, oh please, I've held out all this time, but she's gone and done it. She's done it.
Only so I can authentically say I've got the shits with all social media.
Okay.
That's right. Okay.
Fair enough.
Anyway, look, I will tell you for why I have the shits. I feel like I'm going to say that a lot today. The poos. The feces,
the scat. The scat,
is because I relaunched my business probably nearly a year ago now, actually. And I made a conscious decision to focus on social media when I relaunched it, because I knew I wanted to do things differently. I knew I wanted to bring more comedy into it, and I wanted to deliver like this meaningful entertainment, which is what Banterpreneurs is.
That's what we're doing.
We're like so doing that, guys. And so I was like, I'm just going to focus on social media. I'm going to engage my audience, and then I will allow them to guide me into what's next, basically. So that's what I've done. So for a year.
Yeah, before you continue on that, I can see a chink in the plan there. Being guided by the audience. I've got mixed emotions about this.
Have you? Tell me, what's the mixed emotions?
People are fickle. Oh. Okay, so this is my mixed emotion about, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you the evidence for this statement. Okay. So years ago, my husband was a hypnotherapist, and he had his own business. Okay. And he did all his advertising and this and this and this. And it went through a similar thing. Like what do I focus on to get those people, you know? And
you would think that a hypnotherapist would be able to find his focus quite well.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, you're back in the room. Okay, see that call back from before? See that?
Hello, guys. That's how we roll.
I'm on it. So, so then he sort of started to ask people, which you should do in business, you know, and I love doing this now. You ask people, how did you find me? Or, you know, what attracted you to me? What attracted you to me? And
it
so
was my rosacea, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, we're getting close. You're getting very close to this, because one of the people said the dimple in his chin.
Oh.
This was the reason, okay, that they decided to sit in a chair and trust someone
and
to be
close
hypnotized.
Their eyes. So
and close their eyes.
The dimple in his chin.
Yeah, hello. Okay, so that's all. That's my evidence. So you can continue the story, but all I want to insert there, okay, is people make decisions to
based
buy
on things.
Like weird stuff like that you can't. So there is an element of it that is out of your control. That's all I got to say.
Yes, and I totally agree. However, what social media can be good for is statistics.
Yes.
And so that was my theory, was not necessarily physically asking them, but was to just see, of all the different types of posts and videos and whatever I put out, where's the best engagement? What are people enjoying? That's what I wanted to kind of understand, so I could then figure out my next kind of move. Now, the problem is I've been posting every single day I've been posting for probably a year, if not very close. My engagement is shithouse. So I do have, and by engagement, I'm talking, yes, there's the likes, but I'm more interested
like comments and stuff, right?
Yeah, and saves and shares I'm more interested in.
Okay.
So I have had some good engagement on some of my reels, which have been the fickle ones where I'm just fucking around, which is fine because, you know, I enjoy that sort of stuff, but just not consistent stuff. So we were talking earlier about the algorithm. I think the reason I've had good engagement on some of them is because it's a reel and I was playing the Instagram game. But then I just think, well, how long do I have to play this fucking game before I can actually, you know, take people further and deliver some good like value?
No,
you know what I mean?
I'll tell you how long. It's a Da Vinci Code. Okay, you started it from the beginning.
That's why the numbers came up. It was an algorithm. Do you think that's the Instagram algorithm that we're all searching for?
That's what it was. It's the key, man.
Holy
it's the
shit.
key, and it flashed off screen. You don't know what it is. It's gone.
Okay, guys, we've got the key. All you have to do is go to banterpreneurs.com.
That's right.
Give us your credit card details.
That's right. Yeah. In the next 5 minutes.
Yes, exactly. So I want to throw the towel in right now. I'm over it. I'm not going to throw the towel in because I have put in a lot of legwork, and I have engaged a small proportion of my audience. There are people that constantly do engage with me, which is nice. But the thing that's really giving me the shits is the fact that I know I need social media, because you've got to be in it to win it. I suppose this refers to a previous episode of ours where we're talking about playing the game of business, right? But it gives me the shits, right? That you need to follow the algorithm to be successful, but you don't know what the fucking algorithm is. Like, just tell me what to do and I will happily do it. But it's this constant having to figure it out all of the time. It just feels like pushing shit uphill all of the time. And ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, exactly. Ain't nobody got time for that. Look, this is hard, especially when there is a Da Vinci Code. So there is a code that like changes all the time, and then you don't know, what's going to happen. I mean, I almost want to say here that you've just got a Crowded House right, and I've said this before. Crowded House is a band from New Zealand that we claim as Australian, and they've done some really great songs. Weather with You, everywhere you go, you always take the weather with you, right? So that Neil Finn from Crowded House said, look, it's just a matter of being in the game long enough.
Yeah.
So the thing is that you can take that either way. You can take that as in just keep on struggling with the algorithm, or you can take it with the problem with algorithms is they're about trends. And if you want to be something that stays forever, you've got to be above trends. So this is the kind of struggle. It's kind of like, just say you even do go viral, okay, it does give you a leg up, but people do have a short concentration span. If people are your fans just because you've gone viral, they're just looking for the next viral.
Yeah,
I mean, that's really
true.
what it is, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I think, yes, play the game to a certain extent just to get that extra icing on the cake. But I think more than ever now, because of technology and the way that like social media is, that people are in this sort of to dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, so they're in this situation where there is this kind of impossible thing happening, and they're focusing more on that than on them and what they stand for and what they are and what they are even without trend.
And that's the thing. I think you've hit the nail on the head, actually. So well done. You're earning your money.
Good.
As my
In my
therapist
state,
today.
that's a freaking miracle.
Because, and again, this refers to what we spoke about before. I think that's what I find difficult is playing the game, but still remaining authentic. So only playing it to the point, or playing the parts of the game that allow me to be myself. So, for example, I really don't want to be fucking doing a selfie video every day talking about what I'm doing and like sharing all the things in my life. I don't want to do that.
It's hard for people who aren't narcissists. I mean, let's just put that out there. Okay, let's just put that out there. It's hard if you're someone who just like really, really loves yourself. Maybe this is a lesson in learning to love myself.
Oh, is it? Is this something profound?
Because the greatest love of all inside. Yeah, that's right. Inside is me. I don't know if you've seen Coming to America. That's hilarious. That
I love Coming
when
to
Eddie
America.
Murphy is it because her greatest.
I don't remember that.
My band sexual chocolate. My band sexual chocolate.
I don't remember that bit at all.
Oh no, you have to. Everybody go out and watch Coming to America again. I mean, it's probably being cancelled or whatever because it's so sexist or whatever. I don't know, but go and watch it anyway. There's still some really cool like stuff in there.
Yeah. It's a classic.
Yes, it's classic.
So what have we uncovered so far?
The Da Vinci Code.
So you were saying, you got to be in it for the long enough. You just got to be. What was it that
crowded
house man said?
Yeah.
Crowded house it. Crowded house it, guys.
Yeah, crowded house it. Yeah, crowded house it.
Say
and
that
it's almost
5
like
times.
one word. Crowded house it.
Say that 5 times.
Credit house it, 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 credit house it.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
But
especially today. Yeah.
That's what we need to do. But crowded housing it is difficult.
Oh my God. Seriously. It's now in the vernacular, and I think that Crowded House needs to know about this. It needs to be Crowded House it.
Let's do hashtag crowded housing it. Let's start that.
Yeah. And social
media
media Da Vinci Code, right? Social media Da Vinci Code. Hashtag social media Da Vinci Code. Yeah. Hashtag dimple.
Hashtag Banterpreneurs. Come on. Let's promote ourselves. That's how we get noticed on social media.
Okay, so I'll try and bring you back to where it was before it went somewhere. Yeah,
thank you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back in the room. Okay. So I said perhaps it's because you're not a narcissist. That's what sent this into a tailspin.
Okay.
That's what sent this into a tailspin. Yeah, that's it. We're back. We're back in the room. So perhaps it's because you're not a narcissist. Why do I feel like I just got into Alice in Wonderland? Because that is how you feel with social media. Okay?
Yes, it is.
You go down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Okay? And down this rabbit hole, there's all sort of Da Vinci codes, right? And you just don't know, like, which door? Okay? Is it the small door, the big door? Which door?
That is the thing. It's the not knowing. That's the thing that
kills
pisses me off, right?
Yes.
Especially, and I'm sure this resonates with our listeners, if you are in business, you are probably someone who likes results. You're someone who probably likes results in direct correlation with doing something, and you want them quickly. Let's face it, we're all like that. I think I've been patient though. Like, I know I'm like that. I do think I've been patient. And the other problem I have is I can't get anyone to actually help me properly. I've had different digital marketing, social media people help me, but they haven't actually helped me. So I think that's the two things that really make me feel rubbish right now, is not knowing, like if I just know what to do, I'm happy to do it. Yeah. And feeling completely alone, because it's like,
okay, can I just tell you something?
Help me.
Can I just tell you something?
Yes.
You not knowing, I'm gonna, this is a huge, I'm gonna land this fucker right here, right? Okay.
Go.
Nobody knows. Everybody's improvising.
That doesn't.
Everybody is improvising. Nobody knows.
That makes it worse. At least if someone
I'm sorry.
knew, they could tell us.
I'm sorry, but look. Everybody's improvising. No, I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry. Okay. The truth of it is that at any time they could change the algorithm.
Yeah.
And everything you thought you knew,
and they do,
in the matrix. Okay, it's a new matrix now.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So that's information that we know to be true.
Yeah.
So how do we not lose our shit?
You fucking crowded house it. I'm just telling you. Okay. I just told you. You have to just stay true to you. You just have to go, you know what? The true fans are the ones that stay the distance. Okay,
even
viralness.
If there's only 5 of them.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Look, I think maybe it's more that we need to, and I think about Banterpreneurs as well. Like, we're sort of just starting out with this podcast, right? I consider it starting out. Okay, it's been like we've done the work and shit, but it's new, right? And to be honest, I've been pretty lazy. Like, I haven't promoted it that much. I could promote it a hell of a lot more, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's more about, and I think this will be the difference in the coming sort of few years. People will get sick of this kind of whole just empty novel kind of shit, right? And that it will become about relationship marketing, and it will become about
how we're good at.
Yes, exactly. And how do we build those relationships? And I think maybe, you know, people online as well, they're just super interactive, and they want something that's like, even it's going to ask a little bit more of them, I guess. you know, because it's so easy to just get on and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. So it's kind of like, if you want to put the power of thought into anything, it's probably more to do around how do I become more creative in the ways that I'm speaking to people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, can we do, I'm just throwing ideas out here, right? But for example, can we do like a competition where somebody comes on our show? Like just a normal person.
We probably could. Yeah. A normal person. What's that?
Yeah. I don't consider myself normal, okay? But so someone above me, someone normal, okay? Just someone who's a fan or whatever to come on, right? So for example,
that's true. Yeah.
So engagement of a sort that's past just the liking, that's past just the scrolling, is just
superficial shit.
Yeah. So I just think it's more that we have to sort of think we because it is very tempting to think that other people have the answers. It is very tempting to go, oh, here's an expert in social media. Here's this, here's that. But to be honest, all of those people are still learning, because this is changing all the time. This is unprecedented in history.
And the thing I have found when I've worked with people is they haven't, they've been about getting the results. And so we've quite often clashed, because I am always about, I want results, but not at the expense of my brand and what I stand for. Yeah. And that's quite often a bit of a conflict as well, because I haven't wanted to go over that line. So that's true. And no one knows your brand as well as you do, right?
Yeah. And I know this from music, because, you know, like I have a pretty eclectic sort of taste, but when you would be doing an album or something, you know, you would always be told, okay, well, this is what's popular now. This is what's popular. And you've got to do this, and you've got to have this kind of cover, and you've got to have this production, and you've got to have this, you know. And the problem is that, and I noticed from colleagues and that the people who just kept changing never really found themselves and never found a strong fan base, because they just kept changing to whatever the trend was at that time. And everybody's like I've said, you said before, in business, will the real Banterpreneurs please stand up? You know what I mean? Will the real, you know, Laura please stand up? Will the real Lindsay please stand up? And it's kind of like, that's cool. I think you've got to have in mind when you talk about outcomes, is this just a flash in the pan? I want to create a Baby Shark song, and I just want to have millions of people.
Oh God, I
hate that song. I can't even tell you how much I hate that song. I hate it. I hate it.
But
right?
Can I just, I think I've got something that might make you love it.
Oh, please, I don't. No, you can't possibly.
Yeah, because I sing it to Tony, my little dog, and I go, baby dog, do.
Right. But Baby Shark was a thing from Samsung.
Okay. I have a thing that I want to insert into here.
Insert it. Go away. Go away. Go ahead. Go away.
That was
Don't insert your thing into me.
I will insert it. God damn it.
Please. All right. I just love insertion, but okay, let's go.
Oh God. I forgot what I wanted to insert now.
Baby Shark.
Yes. So this comes back to, again, the playing the game thing is, you know, for example, what's jumping into my mind is some of those shit people that go on like the X Factor or anything like that. You know, the ones that are like completely one-hit wonder, novel people, but they seem to come through the ranks and get fairly high.
Yeah.
That's just an example. But my question is, like, you don't want to be a one-hit wonder.
No.
And you don't want to just be a trend. However, what you do see with quite a lot of these people is they start as a trend, and then if they're smart enough, they then go on to what it is that they really want to do, and they become who they really are. So I guess, again, that's a line that I'm sort of constantly questioning is, you know, to what degree do you, like, for example, with Instagram, you get much better C-ship.
C-ship? Oh, hold me hearties on the sea. Da, 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 da. Well,
like, what's it called when they show it to people?
Hashtag C-ship people. Get hits my C-ship. Me hearties.
What is
it's
it
a
called
sea
when
and
they
it's a ship.
show it to people? Like
engagement.
views or whatever. They show it to more people. basically.
They show it,
if you use a trending sound.
Yeah, so I didn't know this. It's something you knew. Yeah.
That's just what it is at this moment. That's one of the algorithms.
Yeah.
So then you have to kind of go, well, in order for my audience to find me, do I? And I think the answer is yes, you do go with some of the trends, but then you have to just figure out which trends and how far do you go with those trends, because yes, you'll pick up some shit kickers and people that aren't your audience, but at the same time, I feel like with social media, you do have to cast a large net. Yeah. Somewhere within that net, you've got to have the bait specific to what you want to catch, your right audience.
And you are better than me at this. You certainly are. You think of it in this sense, and you even get excited. Look at you, all standing up straight, getting excited about those trends.
I'm sweaty.
Okay, look, and you're better than me at this. You certainly are. Now, look, the thing is, I think that's a great thing, and that's something that's a weakness for me, and I think that, that I could be more like you in that sense, to think about things in that way. The one caveat I have to that statement is, yes, do it, but do not get attached to the outcome. Like, don't think that this is going to, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of the time, people that sort of go on X Factor and things like that as well, that it's not really, it's about fame. So if it's about fame and that is your value and you really don't care how you get the fame, you just want the fame, go for trend. Go for it, because that's the goal, right? But if it's not just for fame, okay, then you got to sort of, like you said, you've got to bend a little bit more. Yes, get the trends to get the influx of more people, but understand that not all those people are going to stay with you because they're trend people.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So it's about what happens after that as well. Yeah. So I suppose actually this is a good example of having a bit of a strategy so that you've got that blend of trend and value and relationship. And so you've got all those things so you can cast the net, catch some stuff, but then keep the ones that you want. Oh, that was good.
Yeah, I was going to say you should start a course. It sounds like a course is there.
Go to banterpreneurs.com. Register your interest.
And get on the sea ship.
We'll drink rum. There you go.
Yes, me hearties. Yes.
So
okay, so just say that again, because I think that's the point really of the whole thing.
Okay, so what we need, so number one, if fame is the thing, go forth, do that. That's not what we're talking about right now.
Go for it. Be the narcissist you are, go for it.
Yes, insert things wherever you feel necessary.
Okay. Hashtag me too.
Don't do that.
Don't. Hashtag don't. Hashtag don't insert. Non-insertion. Hashtag. Okay.
By the way, if we were a non-improvised show, we might edit that bit out.
But we're not going to, because that's not our brand, Laura.
No, we're what's all we are, you see.
Yeah. That's right.
Anyway, back to the profound thing that I was saying. So what I believe we need to do, and by the way, I'm not going to let social media beat me. So I'm going to practice what I'm preaching, and let's hope that it's sort of.
Well, it's kind of like money. It's a necessary evil at this point in business, social media. You know what I mean? Like you can't not have money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like that's the tender now.
Oh. I don't really know what that means.
Like tender currency, you know what I mean? Like that's the...
Oh, social media is?
Yeah, social media is the tender. Yeah,
I thought you meant money is the tender, and I was like, huh?
Yes, it is. Love me tender.
Oh, welcome to stating the obvious. Anyway, the profound thing. Come on, let's get centered.
Come on now. Come on.
So, in order for us to attract and engage and keep the people that we want to keep and deliver what we want to deliver to them and build long-lasting relationships from which we can both win in the situation, we do need to cast our net wide somewhat by getting involved in some of the trends, but then we need to back it up with other types of posts and blogs, whatever the hell it is, content.
More meaningful content.
Yeah, to then actually deliver value, to build those relationships and to keep the people that we really want to keep.
Yeah, and think of it as think of it as a test as well. So you've got all these people, you put the net wide, you've got all these all and sundry, right? The great unwashed, whatever, you've got all these people, right? And then you give them the meaningful stuff, and the people that stay, you've litmus tested. So these are the people now. These are the people. So these people that find this meaningful, whatever it is that your content is, that's the people, you know.
They're the people. Okay.
And
well,
then focus group those people.
Yes.
Focus group those people. So why are they so attracted to you?
Yes. Is it my dimples? I don't got no dimples. Is it my?
I got a dimple
sweat?
on my chin.
I think it's my sweaty upper lip. I think that's what attracts people. You want to talk about consistency? My upper lip is consistently sweaty.
Yeah.
You always know you're going to get that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think I feel much happier now.
Oh, good. Oh, well, that's good. So we good. Okay. So do you feel okay about that then?
I do, actually. So I'm going to go forth and do that, build myself a little strategy where I do, you know what, and the trend things are fun. It's just stupid shit, which is fun to do, but I just got to back it up with some other stuff. The challenge is now figuring out what is that other stuff. But that's also going to be part of the fun, right?
That's also going to be another episode. Because I think we've come to the end. So like that sounds like a good episode to me. Is how do you know what your content is? Like, how do you know what is your content?
Do you think we're qualified for that? We might have to bring in an expert for that.
We could do that. I think from a generic perspective, though, it's going to have to do with values.
Oh, well, we know a lot about values.
We do.
Okay, so maybe we're qualified.
I think, of course we are, for God's sake. But in saying that, yes, let's invite. I think we've put it out there. We should invite somebody on the show.
Out to the universe.
Yes, we should put it out to our 5 fans. One of you 5.
Who wants a piece of this?
Okay. Yeah. You want a piece of me? One of the 5 of you, come on in, and we're gonna banter, mate. We're gonna banter. Cool.
One thing I do want to say though is we do actually want to hear from you people that are listening.
If you got to the end of this episode.
Yeah, well done. Yeah. But we really want to hear, like, are you going through this as well? Is this helpful? Is there anything that you want us to particularly unpack on the show? Do you want to come on the show? So I've said it like 3 times for random shit today, but if you go to banterpreneurs.com and go to our contact form, you can say whatever the heck you want to say to us.
That's right. We do. We say anything.
Well, we do make this show basically for our own therapy. We also are making it for you. So talk to us, people. Come and have a yarn.
Talk to us. Come on down. Send us a little note. You know what I mean? We'll talk to you. You might even get on the show, people. Come on up.
Anyway, I think that we need to go and have a lie down.
I need another Nurofen. All right.
So we're going.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to Banterpreneurs. If you have a question for us to answer on the show, submit it on our website at banterpreneurs.com. And if you liked what you heard, give us a review and share the love with a fellow business mate. See you next week for more solopreneur shenanigans.